Wojciech Trzaska is a former asset manager turned iGaming brand builder with 20 years experience. Trzaska currently leads comms at sportsbook platform SB Software. With 20 years experience, Oliver de Bono leads Quantum Gaming, driving platform growth, fundraising, team building, and global iGaming strategy. Rob Duboff, director at Velo Partners, sources opportunities and supports global gaming portfolio companies across mobile, online, and land-based sectors. Vladimir Malakchi, founder of Xanada Investments, scales iGaming ventures, guiding award-winning projects and shaping the industry through leadership and influence. Gabriel Demirci has 20 years experience driving digital business growth, from strategy consulting to leading corporate development as managing partner at Growthbox Ventures. William Spiteri Bailey, FIA, CPA, auditor, is the president of the Malta Chamber of Commerce. He is a retired Big 8 partner and currently acts as a non-executive chairman and director on companies and groups. He is recognized for leadership, governance, and business development across boards and committees. Proudly supported by our esteemed partners, R77, Chips, CSB Group, AWS, and ZBX, whose generous contributions are enhancing our exceptional, highly coveted pitch prize.
So welcome, gentlemen, to my living room. How are we doing?
All good, thank you.
Fantastic. We have a few new faces, some veterans over here. Oliver, I look at you. We have Vladimir Malakchi. Thank you very much for coming. William, so nice to see you. We also have Wojciech. Wojciech has been on stage moderating earlier before. Fantastic job. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
It was really nice to follow you.
We are ready to rumble.
Sorry?
Are we ready to rumble?
We are definitely ready to rumble. And we've got Rob. Rob, thank you very much for coming as well. Lovely to have you here. And
it's great to see you again.
We have Gabriel. Gabriel, thank you very much for joining us. Is this your first time, right, on stage? Hopefully not the last one. Hopefully not the last one. Thank you very much for joining us today. I would like to jump into the men of the moment. I have 6 pitches, and I would like to very much start with the first one. But before I do that, I need to go through some rules. The starter pitch has 3 minutes of pitching, and I will stop you if you go over those 3 minutes, even if you go over by a second. Okay, fairness is the rule of the game over here. And after that, after the pitches are over, we have 5-minute questions from our judges. And also, you are timed. You are not to go over those 5 minutes. I will stop you if you do go over. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite on stage ChatBet. Welcome on stage. Welcome on stage. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Josh, the co-founder and CEO of ChatBet.
Nice. Josh, 3 minutes are on the clock. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
It happened to in-person betting. It happened to telephone betting. And now it's happening to online betting. When players aren't placing a bet in your app, they're spending 40% of their time in messaging apps. They're obsessed with them. Nearly half the world population are messaging each other. They're checking their messaging app 25 times a day. Once they pick up that phone, within 3 minutes, they're back checking it again. Obsessed. Talking about obsessions, my new obsession at the moment is chatbots. I use them for everything. Personally, professionally, I use it for searching, I use it for finding deals. I even use it to help structure my pits. Even sending an email to clients. Everything it does so much better than I do it. After a prompt, it improves it. It gets me. I don't remember what Google looks like. But yet, there's nothing out there that combines messaging, AI chatbots, and real money gaming. Until now. ChatBet opens up a new revenue channel for operators by allowing players to place bets directly within messaging apps like Telegram and WhatsApp. We launched our MVP back in September 23. Okay, it was just a menu option within WhatsApp. The conversion funnel was pretty long, but we iterated, we listened to feedback, and then we launched version 1. Version 1, Meta loved it. They called it their way into messaging and real money gaming. And we also raised our first round of a post-valuation of 5 million. We also tested it recently during the Club World Cup. And the results were brilliant, if I don't say so myself. It showed that we can acquire, we can retain, and we can engage players where they're spending their time. And today, I'm excited to launch version 2. Version 2 allows you to place a bet with one command. I want Liverpool to beat Everton. I'll place 100 on it. Immediately respond with a bet slip. You can create ACCAs, parlays, combinations, all through voice. This is the future of sports betting. If you also combine it with other features like the ability to provide tips and a deeper integration with the operator, we have an agentic AI solution that provides personal bets at scale autonomously. We believe this is the future of sports betting.
Thank you very, very much, Josh. A round of applause for Josh from ChatBet, our first pitch today. Judges, are we ready?
Right,
Let's
I'd
go.
love to jump in on this one, if you don't mind. So this is quite interesting as we run both casino and sportsbook. What about the legality from regulators? Because obviously in certain regulations, you've got to place the bet on the licensed URL. How are you getting around it? Are you currently working in regulated spaces, or is this purely for the unregulated market?
So what ChatBet is, it's just a layer that allows the bet to be placed directly within WhatsApp or Telegram. But everything is happening on the back end of the operator. So within Meta, within WhatsApp, for example, we can operate, they allow us to operate in certain markets. And with the partnership of Meta, we're pushing those markets, predominantly right now in LATAM, but they're calling us their strategic partner, which means that we are looking at other markets that they want to go into, and we're looking for the right operator to launch in that market together. So from a compliance perspective, it's all been done on the back end of the operator.
So the deposit doesn't actually take place in chat. It's only the command to prompt the bet.
Correct. You could call it a communication layer that's all happening within the messaging app. You could even say that the front end is dead, right? Because there's no front end needed, such as a website or an app.
Hi, Josh. Thanks for that.
Pleasure.
What are your thoughts on the risk of platform dependency here? So, for example, your dependency on WhatsApp and Telegram. I mean, a good example is Telegram recently changed their terms of services for not allowing gambling. They removed all of the gambling bots. I know their mirror bots up, but what are your fears about platform dependency here?
WhatsApp and Telegram have strict rules about you messaging, being the first person to message. I would call that broadcast messaging, right? What we do is very different. We respond just like it would be you and I having a conversation. So it's not like we don't know who we're talking to. It's not like they could be underage. As long as they are already a registered user and they provide us with the OTP, then we are meeting the requirements of Meta or Telegram.
I get it. So it sounds like more of a retention marketing tool then, in terms of pushing existing users to gamble on tips and gamble on bets you're pushing to them.
It can be, as the results showed, which was BetVIP in a regulated market in Mexico, which I didn't mention, sorry. It can be used for both, for acquiring users, for retaining users, and then engaging them. And I think that's the key, right? That operators find the trickiest is retaining and engaging. And if we are going to the place where players are spending their time, then we are more likely to continue to engage and retain.
What is your business model working with operators? Because at the end of the day, you are stealing their traffic based on, you have know your bets, you are taking the bets from sportsbook operator. How you're work with them, and what is the sense for them to give you this opportunity when you're targeting the same audience?
You can't be afraid of chat betting. Chat betting, without a doubt, is the future of the industry. You're seeing it in other industries. People want to engage intelligently through a conversation. So we're not stealing users. We are complementing with a new channel, and that channel is where the users are. And together with the other channels, as I said at the beginning, just like telephone betting faded out, just like in-person betting fading out, you will see the same, and the majority shift from online from apps to chatting.
But what is your business model at the end?
Percentage of GGR.
Percentage on GGR. Okay.
So now, as I understand, it's more like a concierge and discovery tool where you help people that are new to the industry to just find their bets, because sometimes it can be overwhelming. What are you thinking about going to the next step or next level to help them maybe engage more, take more out of the users' habits, maybe guide them through type of bets or what they can do, not just helping them to place a bet, but to place better bets?
100%. Every day we're improving the product. We've just launched version 2. We are now, within the next few weeks, building out live betting, also via voice. We want to put in free bets. We want to put in games. We are every day improving the product. And as you said, it's an AI-powered concierge service. Beautifully put. An AI-powered bookie. So what we see the future being this channel, and we want to incorporate as much as we can in order to make sure that we're engaging and retaining the user within this channel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gab.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh from ChatBet.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. So 1 down, 5 to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite on stage next CasinoLove Kft. Milan, welcome on stage. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Milan. Nice to have you back.
Thanks, Mark.
Go.
Hi, I am Milan, CEO and also the founder of CasinoLove. We are an iGaming-focused video content production studio that also has its own audience. We are also an official media partner of this SiGMA event, so which is why this stage is a perfect place to share our story. Problem statement. Most brands avoid video because video production feels slow and complex. Generalist creators do not speak iGaming, talent is hard to find, and what is allowed on platforms can be unclear. Even after delivery, most teams lack a distribution channel, so the content is not seen, and that is a lot of effort for a very little impact. Our solution is simple. One partner that does it end-to-end. We plan, we shoot, and edit with presenters who speak iGaming. Then we publish through our own channels and partner placements for immediate reach. Platform-native packaging and repeatable workflows keep the timeline short and quality consistent. You brief once, and you get both creation and distribution. Each video feeds a library that becomes easier to discover over time. Interviews, gameplay videos, tutorials, cross-promote and lift future launches. Publishing into an established YouTube audience means you do not start from zero. And here are just a few examples for some of the videos that we already took. You probably recognize some of the brands or titles. Our revenue model is straightforward. There is a clear creation fee, and most partners choose to include publishing for the audience. We also monetize through channel ads and selective performance agreements where it's appropriate. Viewers often move from one video to the next, so the library creates additional revenue. We retain the rights, which lets the catalog keep earning over time. Why invest? You already back iGaming builders. We help their products to get seen and better understood through specialist production and audience. Your network accelerates enterprise deals and co-marketing. Funding increases content velocity and cross-channel growth, compounding value for your holdings. We run lean, so capital converts directly into more formats, more presenters, and bigger flagship projects. To sum it up, CasinoLove pairs expert production with an owned audience, so brands do not just receive files, they get reach. We have the studio, the presenters, and the publishing channels, and the playbook to scale. If you want a strategic complement that can support your portfolio while building a category-leading media operation, then let us talk. Thank you.
Fantastic, Milan. A round of applause for CasinoLove Kft. And now, we are jumping into the questions. Judges, are we ready?
Milan, what makes your startup stand out from the other companies?
If you don't mind, I have to get closer because I cannot hear you.
What makes your startup stand out from the other competitors?
So I think first we need to define who are the competitors for CasinoLove. On one hand, you can say that any freelancer videos or media agencies who are creating videos are competitors. That is, they are definitely on the video creation side a competitor, but they not necessarily have an iGaming knowledge. So, for example, anyone can shoot an interview with you, but what are the right questions that an interviewer needs to ask from you in order to help to reach your objectives? So I know what questions to ask to drive you like more engagement for the videos and be very relevant and compliant in what you are saying. And also, of course, you have a lot of freelancer, you can call them like streamers, influencers, which we can consider as competition, but those are not working in a corporate setup, I would say. They go after their own way. However, we are very much compliant with your brand guidelines, and we deliver something that according your needs. Thank you.
In the business, everything is, or it's all about the scalability. How do you plan to scale your business?
Yeah, I think our business is scalable in one end, on the library end. So every video we produce, as I mentioned, we retain the right. We have more and more interviews, gameplay videos, tutorials in our library. They are growing, and we are getting more and more audience. That's very straightforward from a typical social media aspect. On the production side, it's harder to scale there because we, of course, always have to find new talent, find new streamers or presenters, how you want to call them, train them, and we also have to buy new equipment for cameras, studios, and things like that. But the key value, I think, is within the library and the audience that we build up over time.
Thank you.
So I just want to jump in on this one. So you say here you work with clients like CT, Spry, Pinup. How many of your clients are, let's call it, return clients? Do you work on more of a one-time model or more long-term retention with your clients?
So they are returning clients, thank God. So we are working with them with different packages. Some of them are interested in one-off projects, mostly like interviews in events like this. But others are also requiring gameplay videos. So we offer them a package. Let's say you order 50 videos from us, and we create gameplay videos or tutorials about your games with different type of presenters, different faces in different formats. And you know, the game studio is always releasing new and new games, and usually you need either like an entertainment type of content or a tutorial type of content, depending how complex your game is.
How are you getting your business ready for potential AI replacement risk? So operators or customers using AI to effectively do the whole gameplay?
Yeah, I'm thinking about this a lot, and we also did a lot of experimenting about AI-generated videos, but the reality is that if you invest into video, you do that because you want to create trust and brand awareness. And I think the AI video generation right now is not at the stage where it would be realistic enough in order to help your brand. I think your viewers or customers want a real face, to be honest. You cannot really replace a CEO interview with an AI video. I mean, technically you can, but in the end of the day, you want a real person there. And I think if you want to create a brand, you need like real people behind it.
What is your current sales funnel? So how many clients you're receiving each month? And also, what is your churn rate of the clients?
I'm not exactly sure those are exactly the fitting metrics, but I give you some other numbers that help. So the company was founded in 2021, and we turned profitable on the 13th month already. And we retain these clients, and they sign up for new and new videos, but because we own the rights and we own the library, we are also getting revenue after every view, pretty much. So we don't really have a churn, so to speak. So anyone who we create video for are coming back for like ordering a more extra or more premium type of video. A lot of the time, with the first video, what we create is like a free sample for them, and then they come back for like the paid premium version.
Thank you much,
Thank you
judges,
very much.
for your questions.
Thank you.
One more time, this was Milan from CasinoLove Kft. Thank you very much for coming, Milan. So up next on stage, we have Responsible Gambling Solutions. Welcome on stage. Would you like to share your name with us?
Absolutely. My name is Matthew.
Matthew.
Good afternoon. Judges, nice to meet you.
Are you ready, Matthew?
I need my clicker, that's
You
all.
do?
Yeah.
We have one right here for you. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Pleasure. So are you ready? Shall we start the timer for you?
Let's see if the screen is ready as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so what would you say if I would tell you that I could lower the costs that you're making right now for addiction prevention gambling training from whatever number it is now to nearly zero? My name is Matthijs Hummels. I'm co-founder at Responsible Gambling Solutions. I am Dutch at heart. I'm a proud father of 2 beautiful young girls. I'm a husband. I'm a son. I'm a brother. And I'm also a recovering gambling addict. Now, gambling is growing rapidly in Europe at a very worrying pace, I would say. What we see is that participation has doubled over the past 5 years. We see that 1 in 10 students are actually currently showing patterns of risky gambling behavior. And that is worrying. If we look at online gambling, that number increases even more to 1 in 5. Now, obviously, that is not just a risk for operators. It is also a huge business opportunity. Why? Because if you're willing to take the lead in responsible gambling, what you can do is you can enhance the consumer's trust. You can also make sure that you reduce your cost of compliance in the future. But most importantly, what you will do is that you will be able to set yourselves apart from all of the other competitors out there. So together with my business associate, Nathan van Groeningen, what we have done is we have profound and deep knowledge of people development and also of hospitality. What we have done is we have gathered all the information and we have embedded that in all of our training programs. So we're not just delivering boring training that is just all about gambling addiction prevention and that meets the compliance requirements. We're not just teaching responsible gambling. What we are doing is that we are actually making sure that we create empowered teams. Empowered teams that are able to enhance your hospitality, both in the online and offline environment. And that is a reason why we believe that we can make sure that whoever wants to work with us as operators are able to make a difference. We can create growth for whatever operator wants to work with us. We are very proud to say that we are already working with the 2 largest operators back in the Netherlands. We are delivering training, hospitality, prevention, also at large scale already. We are looking for operators, ambitious operators, that are willing to work with us. And if that's you, then let's talk and let's redefine the landscape of responsible gambling. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much.
Welcome.
We now have questions from the judges. Are you ready?
So I'd love to jump in on this one. I understand that it's ultimately a consultant service. What kind of metrics are you using to define the success of the service?
So what we're doing is we were measuring at the very beginning to what extent people are now already investing in hospitality, what they're doing in terms of prevention, and also in terms of people development. So what we do is we look at numbers, such as turnover, but also scores that people are getting from their guests, both online and offline, and we measure them. Then we define the bottlenecks, and what we do is we then do our training programs, and we measure it again. And what we can prove by track record is that we are showing improvement everywhere we go.
So, sorry, I want to define that improvement. Are we talking about return? Because ultimately, as an operator, there's one definition for me, right? It's to reduce my churn. It's increase deposit value. Those are my two metrics.
Got it.
Do you use those metrics to define the success of the service?
Absolutely, we do. And we have a very profound and broad system that we use to measure, but we put it on the 3 pillars. So we look at, of course, again, hospitality, we look at prevention, how well are you doing? We're looking at people development, and we make sure that we also look at, ultimately, revenue.
Do you have any model for the international expansion?
Say again, please.
Do you have any model for the international expansion, some franchise licensing?
Yes, so we are already training also here in Malta, and we are training in different countries in Europe, and we use everywhere the same approach.
So actually, every country, every jurisdiction is open for you.
We should be able to do that. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have any connection to the government structures in any jurisdictions where you're, like, I don't know, your service check or your services are given some kind of authorization that it's really responsible gambling? So if somebody passes your training, if somebody passes like all your checks, will it give some improvements to the operator finally when the government check will come?
Absolutely. And thanks for that question. Of course, we are in close contact with all the governments in the countries that we operate in, and we make sure that everybody who follows our programs, they will get a certificate that is, well, signed off by the local government.
Looking at it from the operator side, especially in Germany and other regulated countries, the biggest issue is that the government or the regulator doesn't really understand how to regulate a market in a meaningful way to also prevent problem with leakage to offshore markets. Are you using your insights and your knowledge to maybe help governments, regulators to come up with more reasonable solutions, and also instead of getting in when it's too late, to maybe start from the beginning for the customer journey to make sure that it's a more responsible gaming experience? Because that would be a good way to partner with operators where you're not telling them, hey, we're going to cut your top line, but we're going to help you to have a sustainable solution.
Yes, and thank you again for that question. I think it's very important to stay in very close contact with all the authorities that are involved when it comes to responsible gambling. So what we do is we are in close contact with both government and other jurisdictions that are out there. And we make sure that we share the knowledge that we have. And we talk about the targets that we're having for responsible gambling, and we just make sure that everything that we can come to think of altogether is being brought to that online or offline training room.
Your startup date is 1st April 2025, just 4 months ago.
Correct.
And you have already 30 employees.
Correct, yes.
What's your plan? How are you planning your growth, and how are you actually managing this?
Yeah, we're planning to conquer Europe first, right? But obviously, yeah, we are already 30 employees. We are a young company, we are a startup. But with the right ambition and with the right energy that we're going to put into this, and with the right mindset, whereas we all will agree probably how important responsible gambling is for the future of this whole industry, I'm sure that we will be doubling our numbers of employees, probably by the end of next year.
How many customers do you have right now, and what's the scale of revenue in the business with such a large cost base of 30 employees?
Got it. So we have approximately 35-ish customers that are all based back in the Netherlands, some of them abroad. We are now also here in Malta doing training for a company that has their head office here in Malta, of course. And we're looking at the revenue total of 1.7 million, which is not bad for training.
We need your salesperson to do 30 sales in 4 months. It's pretty incredible.
It is. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very, very much, Matthias, from Responsible Gambling Solution.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we're halfway through. Allow me to welcome on stage the next pitch of the day, TOROTIPS. And let's hear it for TOROTIPS. Welcome on stage. Would you like to share your name with us?
Hello, I'm Konstantinos Antonopoulos from TOROTIPS. If
Nice
we
to
are
meet you.
ready to show a small video.
Super.
Marketplaces changed everything. Travel, shopping, delivery, rides. Now it's time for sports predictions. Meet TOROTIPS, the world's leading tipping marketplace. In less than 1 minute, anyone can become a legal tipster and sell tips worldwide. And for the bettors, no more fake tipsters, empty promises, expensive subscriptions that lead nowhere. Browse, filter, compare, and find the tipster that matches your style. No subscriptions, no lock-ins, just results. And the best part, you pay only for the winning tips. TOROTIPS isn't just changing the tipping game, it replaces it.
So I hope it worth 30 seconds. You have a very good idea. The problem today is about sports tipping. There are thousands of tipsters in any country, but who can you trust and if their stats are fair enough or whatever. Manipulated stats, expensive subscription models. They promise AI, but it's not AI even more. So the trust is broken, and someone has to do something about that. We're just operating like any other marketplaces, as we saw at the intro video. What Booking does, we connect the sellers and the buyers. So tipsters are registering and can offer their tips, and buyers are filtering them and unlock them. So easy onboarding, real-time verified stats. This is one of the innovations of TOROTIPS. Once a tipster adds his tip in the platform, he can do anything with that tip. No edit, no delete, no manipulation. So TOROTIPS is in charge with data feed to provide odds and to give results to the tips. The core business is buy and sell tips. We are taking a 50% commission and tipsters the remaining 50%. But also we are offering a premium ad environment for operators, and we are now preparing the new version of sponsor boosts. Like every marketplace, any tipster could sponsor his profile or his tips in order to have more view. We launched in October 2024 from Greece, and in less than 10 months, we have more than 12,000 registered users, more than 3,000 active tipsters, but the most important is that we have more than 11 minutes of user engagement. We know all the market size, how big it is in this industry. We heard about the unmet demand, so this industry is waiting for the first complete marketplace. It's a complete product and not an MVP, fully bootstrapped by myself and my companies. And we are looking now how we will expand with operators and with investors worldwide.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. It's a very obvious model in terms of the proposition for users. €1, if you win, you only pay, otherwise you don't pay. But I don't see so much the proposition for the tipsters themselves, who are your core supply for the platform. How do you make sure that they can actually earn a lot on your platform compared to other established platforms? And on the other hand, if you could maybe give a split of your revenues from the tipster revenues versus the ad environments, boosts, etc., where you are, I guess, traditionally affiliated as well with operators.
So let's start part by part. A tipster is selling now through his social media or whatever he has. Imagine a very successful tipster and a TOROTIPS with hundreds of thousands of users, buyers worldwide. If I sell one tip in 10,000 people in one day with 50% commission, I have 5,000 euros just with one successful tip. So it's something very huge for any good tipster. So we need tipsters to be with good statistics and hard-working tipsters. The second part was how we split with the ads.
What is the split? What is the split of the revenues between the commissions and the B2B
50% of the winning tips are going to the platform, and 50% to each tipster gave.
No, I mean for your business, your revenues.
Yes, it's our platform is the 50% of every sale.
But what is the split between your earnings from the commissions and also from
No,
the
no, we are
integrations?
not a betting company. We are just selling the tips. The buyers are going to any operator to place their bets. We are not taking bets on us.
From €1,
Yes.
50 cents goes to the tipster.
And 50 cents
exactly.
in the platform.
Exactly, and this is the part of your revenues.
Yes.
The another part are the B2B integrations, right, for the operators?
Yes.
Exactly. What I'm interested in, what is the percentage of your revenues of your company from the commissions from the tipsters and also from the integrations?
It's depending on their affiliate SiGMAs. Whatever they are offering in the market, we can have their ads on them.
I mean, the revenues of your company, 60% are coming from the commissions from the tipsters, from your for you, for your pocket, your pocket.
Yes.
Now, yes. And the another 40 from the B2B integrations. What is the split?
No, the B2B now is approximately 20%.
Okay.
80% is from
the
core
Thank
business. Sorry for wasting your time.
Yep.
I'd love to jump in on this one. You've got here 3,000 tipsters, right?
Yes.
Active. If you could share, what kind of revenues are you seeing from 3,000 active tipsters?
Our best tipster last month gained about €2,500.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what's your total revenue for this year so far?
For our revenue?
2025.
Approximately 70,000. Yes.
So tipping's been around for a really long time, and there are multiple platforms that offer it. Tipsters also go on Telegram, they go on Twitter. It very much feels like a lifestyle business to me. Why do you think this can scale into a high-growth, venture-backed business?
You said it correct. So if we open our Telegram now, we will find thousands of tipsters. Okay, go into an arena like we are pitching today and prove who is better than anyone, but regulated by judges, like today that we are doing here. Because I can have a very good social account as an influencer, and I say I'm the best tipster, follow me, the subscriptions in €200, I have fixed games, whatever. Okay, I can prove it. No one can prove it. So it's in the logic of the marketplace that no one can manipulate the stats and the results of what we can offer there. So as you see also in the video, the buyer, the user, with very simple clicks, he can filter exactly his betting profile. I want tipsters that are in England with odds over 160, etc.
What is your main marketing strategy like? What is your main one channel where you're going to receive, like, focusly probably tipsters or even the audience? So if you choose among anyone, what is your main channel to receive audience and tipsters?
How we will do marketing, you mean? There are many. You said one. Social media, internet, digital only.
Does it give you today?
Yes, because we do the experiment in Greece, because we are located in Greece, with some famous influencers of comedy, and we saw huge impact on that. Also, we had some productions outside of stadiums with big names, big teams of Greece, and it was an engagement with the people that are following the sport.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A round of applause for Konstantinos from TOROTIPS. Thank you very much for coming on stage. 2 to go. Next on stage, ladies and gentlemen, we have Motileo. Am I pronouncing it right?
Motileo.
Motileo. Welcome on stage. Josh, I have a feeling I got the name wrong. Would you like to elaborate, please? Educate me.
Okay, it's called Motileo, which is the motivation lion.
Fantastic. Thank you for that, Josh. Are you ready for your pitch, Josh?
Yeah, I've never been more ready. I expected the judges to see the slides. Oh, they have a slide there.
They have the slides at the back. They have the slides in the front. We need your stamp of approval to start the timer.
Go.
Let's go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Josh O'Cock, co-founder of Motileo. Now, here's the big problem. Only 23% of employees are engaged at work. This staggering statistic is costing your company in morale, missed targets, turnover, and reputational damage. And that's exactly why we've spent the past 4 years building Motileo, which is achieving phenomenal results in sales and customer service teams right now. In this industry, you already know the power of gamification and what it does to drive player behavior. Now just imagine bringing that same thrill to your in-house teams. And you'll be glad you did with an expected 48% increase in engagement. Engaged teams crush it. They are more profitable and have higher customer loyalty. So here's how Motileo works in 3 simple steps. 1, we sync with your data and get in your company, your team's KPIs. We then turn them into competitions and achievements that are rewarded in real time, so your team stays motivated and hits their targets to achieve peak performance. So let's dive in and see Motileo in action. First up, the scorecards. Let's see how mine are doing here. Oh, hi, judges. Oliver, I see you like that one. Identify performance issues and then solve them before they become a problem with competitions, which can be either individual or team. These go up on all the screens around your office, along with your Hall of Fame and personalized celebrations to celebrate success together. Achievements lay out the blueprint to success. They keep your team focused on high-value actions. With the coins that they earn, they can either go head-to-head in battle against one of their colleagues on any KPI, or treat themselves to a reward from the reward store. All of this compounds to generate a boost in engagement that translates to phenomenal results that our clients are experiencing right now, including an increase in revenue, and for iGaming CS teams, more high-rated chats and faster response times. The global gamification market is booming, and we are perfectly positioned to grow alongside it and inspire more teams to achieve their full potential. Our revenue model is subscription-based business model, which is super sticky, scalable, and all managed by our platform, and we have cracked the code. This is working. With your investment, we will scale our sales team, capture demand, and penetrate new markets. Imagine what your business could achieve if all of your employees were engaged. With Motileo, we're helping to make that happen. But first, over to the judges' questions, and our cleaners are happy we don't need these anymore.
Round of applause for Josh, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you.
On to the judges.
Great start. Love the pitch. Quick question, are we live?
We are live and running. We've validated the business model. We have active clients that are generating incredible results, and they are retaining on the platform.
Current growth metric.
One of them is your brother.
So I'm just curious about the growth metrics. How many, let's say, to get to what you call your break-even point, right?
Yeah.
How many more clients do you need based on your current subscription base?
All right, look, we're in incredibly lean business. The co-founder and myself are driving this business with a team of just 3 other people. So in theory, we're already profitable, but we're not paying ourselves what we should be. And we're growing at quite a rapid rate. We're onboarding new users every single week. We have about 20 active clients with 1,000-ish users. And every week that number changes as we onboard more users.
How long are the clients with you already?
Well, the platform has been developed for 4 years, beta tested for 2, and has been commercially available for the past 12 months. So far, we have never lost a client that we signed up. So the longest one is 9 months.
So the real clients for 2.5 months?
9 months.
9 months, okay, thank you.
9 months, and that exact client converted their monthly subscription into an annual one.
How they teams changed using your tool?
Yeah, they were the client that generated 31% increase in revenue. Also, when there was an active competition on a specific KPI, that KPI shot up by 188%. What we saw that was really, really interesting, the top billers remained top billers, but it created a massive activation for the middle of the pack, where there we saw a massive uplift.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to ask another question. I assume subscription base is based on team size.
Correct. Yeah, very simple business model. It starts at €25 or £22 per seat per month. That includes all the setup and integrations. We integrate with Salesforce, HubSpot, Pipedrive, and all their cousins and aunties. We have 200 API integrations active right now. No setup fee, 25 per month per user. Volume discounts apply from 50 plus onwards.
So, by the way, very unique idea. I like the transition from the iGaming into the...
Thank you.
Into the people, into the business.
Are the clients at the moment international, or is it just the local clients?
No, it's an international mix of clients. We're seeing our largest success in customer acquisition come through cold calling, and we are targeting London as our primary market. New York will be next. Malta's my playground. I grew up here. It's covered. Malta's covered. We're going for London, New York next. Phenomenal results through cold calling. We're selling to sales directors. They've been there. They've done many cold calls themselves. They're receptive to us. And we are booking demos every week and converting around 30% of those demos into customers. We're just at that hockey stick moment right now as a SaaS.
What is your current bottleneck inside of the business? Not like, I'm not talking about the investment or just, I don't know, other things. Exactly in integration or client speaking, what is your main bottleneck that you are seeing and how are you going to solve it?
Great question. The reception has been phenomenal when we speak to the right audience. Our biggest issue is not enough people know about us yet. Not enough of the right audience know about us. Semi-ironic, because I also own a marketing agency, but we need to scale up our brand awareness to capture that demand. So that's the biggest bottleneck. Breaking into iGaming has been a good experience for us. And yeah, that would be it mainly. Awareness, brand awareness, which is one that's quite easy to solve. We're also fully bootstrapped. We've never had any investment, and we're growing well.
Now you seem to have 100% customer retention. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, on a small sample size, but yes.
But if you could give us some insights into the reasons for rejections when you're in a sales pitch with customers, what do they say is the main reason why they don't want to go with you? Because it seems entertaining and very effective.
Well, they like the paper confetti. The main problems that we're seeing, specifically in gaming, is that the commercial teams are fully on board, but they feel unfair onboarding only a commercial team, and they want to launch it across their whole business. So we are currently speaking to some very large players exhibiting here as well on how to gamify their entire business operation, including their finance team, including their affiliate team. And that's the biggest bottleneck, making it fair for the whole team.
How much are you looking to raise, and what's going to be the use of funds here?
Well, we can take that offline because I only have 9 seconds left, but for now we're financially fine. But yeah, we can talk about it. I didn't have enough time to answer.
Thank you very, very much, Josh.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for being on stage with us.
Thank you, Mark. I'm going to clean up after.
It's okay. I'll take care of it personally. I'll take the confetti home, as you can see. Thanks, Josh. Last but not least, we're at the end. Who's coming on stage next? Let's put our hands together for Vivacore.ai. Welcome.
Hello, judges.
Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Your name, please?
My name is Benedek Kovac, and I'm co-founder at Vivacore.ai.
Welcome on stage, Benedek Kovac.
Thank you.
Said. Good. Are you ready to start?
Yes, indeed, very ready.
Let's go.
Today, we are introducing Vivacore.ai, super intelligence to skyrocket your GGR. We are building an advanced AI algorithm that studies the behavior of each player individually and completely personalizes their game recommendations, bonuses, retention materials automatically. We also provide a completely personalized protection journey for every player. We did this to significantly increase engagement, GGR, and retention while saving precious time for your management teams, defeating low retention rate, low engagement, and low wallet shares. My name is Benedek Kovac. My co-founder is Rob Dowling, and we have extensive experience in the industry, including B2C brands and B2B companies. Let's talk about our average iGaming user, Cooper. Cooper goes to a new site and sees the same games as every other user. Cooper gets very frustrated, right? Because he cannot find his favorite games right away. He also receives the same CRM materials every Tuesday afternoon like every other user. Super boring. So that's why we built Vivacore. What we do is we take your data with our front-end SDKs and from your back-end pipeline, and we put it through Vivacore. Vivacore is an advanced AI analysis system which is built on 3 different AI algorithms in order to study the player's psychology, behavioral patterns, and their content needs. It predicts with ultra-high accuracy what content and CRM materials they would want next. We use this feature to create one-on-one individually personalized player lobbies, and every single game is recommended exactly for that user. We use this for every single user, skyrocketing engagement and retention. Once the player runs out of their balance, we show them a personalized reload bonus for the first time in the industry. We take the catalog of the operator and show them exactly what reload bonus they will want to use to return. And now introducing the most powerful CRM tool in the industry, Viva CRM. We put together using content blocks exactly what the player will want to see when it comes to headline, exactly what body text will bring them back using natural language, and exactly the games they will want to come back to with the reload bonus. We send out these materials at exactly the time when our player psychology analysis system analyzes that they will want to come back. So we catch them right after their work shift, for instance. And now, let's take it a bit more seriously, and let's talk about our uplifts based on our tests for 3 months. We have seen a very, very significant decrease when it comes to player acquisition, a huge increase in player value, and in player retention.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
On the dot. Judges, are we ready?
How many operators are you live already on where you take this data, and what are the markets?
Okay, so we have already testing data sets with pre-clients, but we are going to be fully live in about 6 to 7 months. We already have lots and lots of interested operators through our network as an affiliate and as a previously B2B provider we are going to take on.
So now you're live with 3 operators?
No. At the moment, we are testing data sets with different operators. We are going to be live in about 7 months from now.
So how did you take this data that you're showing that you're rising per average LTV of the player?
Yes, we have done this testing for about 3 months of pre-clients. I cannot name them right now, but what we did is that we implemented our systems on a basic third-party tool, and we simulated the environment to see what kind of growth we can achieve. We did this in a way that's not even final. So in the final product, we're looking at even more features that will generate even more uplift, in our opinion.
OK, I will rephrase it. So finally, did the end customers see all your functions that you're using from your product, including like CRM, personalization, advertisement, and bonuses,
yes,
personalization content? So the players sees this content on your test operators or not?
OK, so you're asking about how we operate, right?
See, you are working with operator on the test environment.
Yes.
But did the end customer sees all your functions that you provide?
OK, so the end customer only sees an enhanced experience. We do not elaborate to them about how we work exactly. This is, I would say, very similar to the algorithms of Netflix or Instagram or Facebook, where we create a completely curated feed for every single user individually.
Can I just ask, how far along are you in your development journey? Now, I want to ask this question because there are some substantially big CRM platforms out there,
right,
which have maybe not identical, but similar use cases. These CRM systems have spent 10, 15, maybe 20 million on core development. It's quite a big requirement. How much of that development have you completed?
OK, so I would say we have done the initial development in order to test the product. And we are coming into the phase where we are actually developing the iframes, the front-end and back-end tools that we integrate with.
So the AI you are using, is that proprietary?
Yes, it's developed by us, and it uses 4 separate algorithms. One of it is content-based filtering, which means that we make predictions by adding tags and different identifiers to the games. The second algorithm that we combine is collaborative filtering. In this, we add additional data points to the existing users and their psychology using matching with other player groups. And there's a third one, which analyzes and assigns psychological and additional player behavior scores to the players, enhancing their player profile.
Final question.
Yes,
so
please.
Just because here you say 2 employees,
yes,
you've done that with 2 employees.
Okay, so we had initial development team, and currently we are taking on an even bigger team based in the UK of 7 developers. These 7 developers already have experience managing data science projects at Evoke and BetMGM, providing substantial previous efforts and experience to enhance and develop fully our product.
What is your, I mean, you're in testing stage at the moment.
Yes.
So what are your forecasts for the next 2 years, the coming 2 years, in terms of sales, in terms of...
Yes. So the way we are looking at right now is in order to fully develop all the functionality, will take about 6 to 7 months to complete everything. After that, we are going to launch with our first 3 pre-testing clients as already paying customers. After that, we are going to take another 10 pilot clients, and then we are going to open to the public, and we already have a massive list of very, very interested operators and platform providers who are looking to get us onboarded on their platforms.
I tried to visit your webpage 2 days ago, and it was inactive.
Yes, we are indeed in stealth mode, meaning that we do have big competitors who haven't been able to crack the code with the right approach just like we did. Because of this, we are very much protective of everything that we release. And today is the release date of our product. From now on, we are going to provide with more information to our interested investors and clients.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you for your attention.
Vivacore.ai, thank you very much for being on stage. I am absolutely blown away. This pitch has surprised me, nonetheless. I didn't have to stop anyone from pitching over the 3 minutes, so thank you very much for keeping everything within the time. The ideas were wonderful. I think we're going to have a bit of a challenge to vote for this one. Everybody seems to be asking the neighboring partners how they should be voting. But I'm actually curious. I'd like to start with Wojciech. Wojciech, I'm curious about your thoughts about this starter pitch.
So actually, I have my winner. I will not now announce it now, but it was very interesting. And of course, since I am in the industry for a very, very long time, actually, and this is very seldom nowadays to see truly something unique and creative. You know, one is copying each other on the better way or picking some cherries from the 15 different brands and making a jam of it and saying this is the unique one. No, it isn't. But I saw here 2 ideas that really impressed me. And I have a challenge right now to pick the one.
I'm curious. Oliver, veteran on this panel. Let's hear your comments.
I think it was great. Very similarly to what I think everyone's going to say, we saw some very new projects, which is super interesting. It's rare you get some fresh ideas. I'd say a couple of points, and not to offend anyone, but one thing I like to remind, especially those kind of giving the presentation, it's to the judges. Very, very important. Come prepared. If you're giving a URL, make sure that URL is up, because we're going to have questions, and we need to define whether we believe in that product. Is it real? Are you really there? There's always doubts in a startup pitch. Your job in a startup pitch is to sell. So I think we've had some incredible people pitching today. Probably the strongest group of confident pitchers. That's definitely a plus.
I agree, 100%, Oliver. Thank you very much. On to you, Rob.
Well, I've done a few of these panels before, but what I really liked was how every business was very unique. So everything was different, so it was like a real fresh slate in terms of judging what's best. And what I also liked was how well prepared all the pitches were. There was a large amount of personalization on a few of them, which I really liked. And it seemed as if everyone had really done their homework here. And overall, I thought it was a really good competition and high quality of pitches.
That's very true. That's very true.
I fully agree with Rob about how people start preparing. I'm judging for last 3 years probably such things, and I'm seeing a very well growth of the level of pitches, level of founders, and it's cool. The bad idea, I'm speaking for 3 years about the same. The guys, we need more focus on the business models as well, not just to talk about your product. We, as investors, we care about the product, but we also care about like how you're going to reach the audience, what this audience will bring us at the end of the day, because our main business is like money and that's all. And I really advise founders to focus on the marketing stuff, exactly on the how you're going to reach your audience and who is your audience and how you're going to earn money with them.
Thank you very much, Vladimir.
I like it very much. Actually, guys, all the very creative heads, your creativity is fantastic, but then talk to us in the business language. Then we are all in.
Gabriel.
I want to thank the SiGMA team also for the nice selection of the startups. It was a very broad range of different areas, different companies. They were well prepared. And I would say most of them are always excited to present the full range of their product. But looking at the time constraints also to start maybe at the general overview and then going deeper as much time as you have would be giving them the advantage to talk about the full aspect of the product before they get to the questions. And we as the judges have the unfair advantage of seeing some summaries, but for the audience, in some cases, it might have been challenging to follow the full business model. But overall, very well done in terms of presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gabriel. William.
I totally agree with the rest of the judges. The pitches were of a very high level, and also they showed that they were very, very well prepared. As was said, some of the pitchers actually were addressing the audience more than the judges, which obviously it's important that the judges are addressed as well. And one thing which I realized, which was interesting, is the young age of some of the pitchers, which augurs well also for the future of the industry. And they were all very well prepared, and the pitches were really well prepared. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very well done to the judges. I would like the audience, please, to show them a round of applause, please. Thank you so, so much. And I look forward to seeing some of you join us again. Thank you very much for joining us for the first time. Yes, I would like to see you coming back and adding to the value. Thank you very much. It seems like we have a winner. Whew. Oh, wow. Hi. They want something from me. Do I get a drum roll? No? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, with 150 points, I would like to bring on stage the winner of the Euromed starter pitch, the winner, Motileo, Josh O'Cock. Come on stage. He insists, he insists. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. I told you to put them back to good use. Nice one, Josh. Congratulations. Congrats. Congratulations. Congratulations. Josh, you're missing the most important thing. You're very well deserved. Starter Pitch Winner Award. Here you go. Pleasure, pleasure. So nice to see you on stage. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We have our winner of the Starter Pitch SiGMA Euromed 2025. We can bring some. I mean, I'll do it on the click. I'll just throw it out. Can we get a countdown? Can we get a countdown? Shall we get closer? Okay. Hey! Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Motileo. Thank you very, very much for stopping by, ladies and gentlemen. I will give you back to the wonderful and very, very talented Trudy. Welcome back on stage, Trudy. We missed you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, the judges. Congratulations to Josh. Thank you for being here with us today. And it is my absolute... Oh, he's coming for a cuddle. And it is my absolute pleasure to say thank you for being here for the first day of SiGMA Euromed here on the SiGMA stage. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you're doing this evening, whether it's drinks, whether it's dinners, whether it's celebrations, make sure you have a great time. You can find all the information on the SiGMA website. Look for the agenda. There you go. You're all invited to make the most of SiGMA Euromed this evening. I will see you back here, ladies and gentlemen, at the SiGMA stage, 10:15 tomorrow morning. Have a great night. See you then.